These are all the dry leaves that I have collected from the strawberry plants. So let's have a look at my small strawberry corner. Welcome to our channel Plants, Crochet Cooking and more. Some strawberries have ripened. I've already harvested 3 strawberries earlier. There are a few buds coming out. I've removed all the dry leaves and dry twigs. And here, let me show you the flower as well. This is the strawberry flower. Let me zoom it. Yes. Now have a look at it. Now as you all can see, I have planted all these in plastic containers, and that too the recycled ones in which we had sweets or some foodstuffs. I did not throw them, I just pierced hole for the water drainage and then I had planted these strawberry offshoots. You all can do this at home, it is super duper easy. Now let me show you this most skinny skeleton like monstera. Name is monstera, but look at the size. It's also called Swiss cheese plant because you see that holes on the surface of this leaf. Yes, let me show properly. Can you see these holes? They do look like Swiss cheese. What I'm going to do is, now it's too much. I don't want to see these monsteras surviving like this way. So I'm going to cut them and use it as a showpiece. I'm going to put them into water and then decorate my house. I'll show you how I've done it. Now today I'm going to give a little treat to my strawberry plants, and this is the tea leaves, the used tea leaves. Strawberry is such a plant that loves acidic soil. So whichever plants love that, you are free to use tea leaves. Some of them say tea leaves are good for plants, but just don't go about adding tea leaves everywhere. You should know which plants like tea leaves. So strawberry is one such plant. So give them a little bit of this treat, as I have done. And for this treat, they will surely say thank you at one stage. How? By giving red ripe strawberries. I will post the video once these start ripening as well. Let me give an update of this Vanda plant. It had been tied to this moss stick by my cousin and me in that earlier video. I'll put the link. Now see the new shoot that has developed from it. Now I will show you one DIY that I have done. It's a simple one. I've tied this plywood to keep this pot. Now see the width of this place. It will not be enough for this plant to stay, this big flower pot. So I've tied this plywood onto it, and then I've placed the big pot on top of it. This way I will get that floor surface. It will be easier to clean up. And see, numerous new buds have started coming out. I love the color of this tender leaves. Another new shoot has come out. There are many such numerous buds here and there. So on the whole, this DIY was very effective one. And now let me show you my bougainvillea light pink color. My cousin bought this for me from the flower show. Now let's get on to the monstera. I've placed it in this, what do you call it? The round bottom flask, sort of. The glass bowl or jar. And then filled it with water, half filled it, so that, the roots are dipped into the water. And then now I'm going to take this inside. Keep watching. Just a small plant makes the room look so very different. It enhances the beauty of every corner. A drab corner will look instantly lively when you place a plant. I've got this one as well. Actually, the sparrow had just broken this from the plant, so I just pulled it out and I'm going to place this inside. So here it is. Isn't it looking good? Greenery. And let me tell you about this. This is my school souvenir. We had been given this after class 10 as a farewell gift. So a very memorable gift for me. Now I'll go on to prepare the lunch, and today is a special lunch. I'll start off with the marination first. Chicken, ginger garlic paste, soya sauce, oyster sauce, pepper powder, salt, corn flour, the list of ingredients I'll be including at the end of the video, as y'all have asked me to do so don't worry about it. Then I've added vinegar. I have chili vinegar. You can add the normal synthetic vinegar. Then you can add the beaten egg. That is optional though. Now let's get on to the next part. About 6 to 7 green chilies, about 6 cloves of garlic if they are this size, 1 inch of ginger, 1 large onion, and 1 medium size capsicum. Let me chop them now. Chop the capsicum. This also do it this way, and this one has to be cut into very fine thin strips. As thin as possible, very thin. Chilies. I've cut it in a bias. Chilies will cut this way, and this will be just for the garnishing. Finally, all the chopping part is over. Now let me keep this chicken aside and get on to the next part. Here I am using maida, that is the refined flour, salt and corn flour. Exact quantities you'll get it at the end of the video. I'm going to mix it once very well, the dry ingredients, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the juice of this marinated chicken and mix it into this dry ingredient. That way you will get a crumbly kind of texture. So this is how I'm going to do it. So here I begin the cooking part. I keep giving them. Sufficient oil has been given to fry the chicken first. As the oil is getting heated up, I'm going to dip this marinated chicken onto this maida cornflour mixture and keep it aside. Remember to use your left hand to pick the chicken pieces and the right hand to cover it, to coat it with the maida cornflour. Here you can see that the oil is hot. It's time to add the chicken pieces into it. Fry it on a medium to high flame. On a medium will do. If it is too high, then it's going to get burnt and remain raw inside. And if it's low, it's going to absorb all the oil. So keep it at a medium flame and fry it till crispy brown. Do it in successive batches, don't overload it at once. Let the chicken fry while the slurry can be made. We use the same juice of the marination. So take the bowl and add the sauces into it. Whatever sauces you had added for the chicken marination, you add the same thing, like chili vinegar. You can even add wine if you have, or sherry, into this in place of vinegar. And red chili sauce, the soya sauce, then oyster sauce. This is optional. If you don't have, just skip it. And then tomato ketchup will go into it. Pepper powder and salt, and then mix it. Now I'll start preparing the chili chicken. First, heat the kadai. This is the chicken that has been fried. Add oil into the kadai, refined oil. Sesame oil will be a good option, but if you don't have that, you can use any refined oil. Temper it first with some red chilies. Let it just change its color slightly. Then you add the onions into it, the chopped onions into it, and fry it on a high flame for say about just a few seconds, and then add the chopped capsicum into it. Stir this as well for a few seconds, and then add a little bit of sugar. Stir it well, and then add ginger and the chilies. Stir this. All this is to be done on a high flame just for a few seconds, and then add the garlic, the chopped garlic into it, and then stir it again. And then finally add the sauces into it, the ones that you had prepared earlier. Add some water into the same bowl, and then put this water into the karai. Give it a good mix, and then finally add the water. Add a few chilies, and then the fried chicken into it. Now let it cook for about 5 minutes. You can cover it if you want to. Keep the gravy as per your requirement, and then finally you'll garnish it with the spring onions that have been chopped. That is all, and our chili chicken is ready, and I'm going to serve it with some pulao. And this turned out to be a lunch menu for us. It was a blast. So this is our lunch. We are going to enjoy this now.